Hey YouTube! Abram here. Welcome back to the channel and meron ulit tayo isang Filipino movie review in this channel. I just saw Five Breakups in a Romance starring Alden Richards and Montes. And this is going to be a discussion, if you will, of this movie. Let's jump right into this review. Una-una kong kailangan commentan dito, in my opinion, is really the cast. I've seen a lot of Alden Richards films, okay? And I did expect a level of quality, a level of excellence in terms of his performance. Nakita ko siya sa Hello, Love, Goodbye, so I kinda had a feeling or knowledge of how good he is. And man, he did not disappoint. I mean, for me, he was one of the biggest highlights in this film. For me, watching him, sobrang galing niya umarte. Hindi siya over, especially the scene where he was fighting in the parang backyard with Montes.
Say it! Having just
that woman!
There was just a nice, almost like balance of arrogance and that parang konyo guy, na privileged kid, and then even the scenes where he was in midst of the COVID season and all of these things. So there was really a good grasp of the role for Alden, and I really liked how he performed. In a way though, he did overshine everyone else. It felt like the biggest spotlight was on him. Montes was pretty great as well, but there were just a couple of like moments that she really shined the most. Yung iba parang natabunan na siya ni Alden Richards. The story, to be honest, is very straightforward. It's something stereotypical. It's something we've probably seen several times, especially for a Filipino movie that deals with breakups. But then what I liked about this is there's a different format. Yun nga, 5 breakups in a romance. So there's 5 chapters, if you will. But then it also felt like they were jump cuts. Huge, like, time jumps, if you will. Year 2016, then 2017, then 2020, and so on and so forth. In medyo, it felt difficult at times to keep up because you had like one chapter in Singapore 20, let's say 15. Because the next chapter, Manila na ulit, 2017 or 16. And then you kind of have to keep up with where they were. Like parang they just met in Singapore, the next scene or act is they're already together for 2 years already. Okay, it's kind of hard to follow. It's kind of weird that you don't get to see everything else. But there's a beauty to that as well because you're trying to piece it together. You're trying to fill in the blanks. It's kind of artistic and poetic in terms of the literary part of it na ang nakafocus ka lang talaga are the breakups. And at first, I was like, breakup siya in a sense na hindi naman siya nag-break up every single moment. Pero may mga parang ano nga prelude to the breakups. Parang ang weird kasi na ang fina-follow natin yung breakups. May part in this film that they said, yung parang tatay ni Montes said na palagi silang nagbe-breakup or ang dami nilang breakups but they still persevered and whatnot. So it kind of felt like that was where this film was going for. It felt like this is a love story that kind of zeroes in on breakups and hookups and reconciliation. The ending, however, I would have to say was kind of open-ended in a way, or well, not really open-ended. It does resolve where the characters would be. In a way, it didn't feel like it was satisfying enough. Like, hindi ko naman gusto na iba yung ending, but it also felt a bit rushed, to be honest. It's not a happy ending kind of film. It's still fun, maganda pa rin siyang panoorin. It's not your typical Filipino film. That being said, because there are so many time jumps and so many like skipped parts, it felt like half of a story. Parang sobrang bitin siya, but at the same time, you're trying to piece everything together. So again, there's that fill in the blanks kind of thing. Felt like na may kulang pa siya and medyo marami pa yung kulang na parts niya. Hilaw siya, in a sense, for me. It's not on levels of Alden Richards' Hello, Love, Goodbye. Parang ganun Parang, it could have been. It could have been, but it wasn't. So I give this film a score of 6 out of 10. It's still a decent film to watch, actually. It's still a movie that's pretty good and entertaining. It may not be yun nga lang on the top of my list when it comes to looking for a nice Filipino romance or rom-com film. It's almost there, but not quite. And that's pretty much it for this review. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to make every day into an adventure. See you guys in my next one. God bless and peace. Bye-bye.